Design WA is a suite of new policies to guide development in our state. Planning and design professionals will play a critical role in its implementation and operation. The new policies focus on performance-based assessment rather than a prescriptive checklist. This shift may require a change in practice for some, but for most of us, it is a welcome change. The move to performance-based assessment gives planners, architects and designers greater scope to provide innovative, context-appropriate design responses. As the policies are implemented, we expect the state's development and design culture to grow, helping create a unique city identity. State Planning Policy SPP 7, with its 10 design principles, formally elevates design within the planning and development process. It acknowledges the critical and creative thinking needed to enhance outcomes as our urban areas grow and intensify, creating transport hubs and activity precincts. Primarily, the policies focus on improving the amenity and livability of apartments and how they best integrate within the context of existing suburbs and neighbourhoods. Of course, these are things that all good designers work towards, but by following the 10 design principles, Design WA can help you make the right choices from the outset. The first operational document is the State Planning Policy 7.3, Residential Design Codes Volume 2, Apartments, also known as the Apartment Design Policy. This replaces Part 6 of the existing R codes. It provides planning and design guidance for residential apartments in areas coded R40 and above, in mixed-use developments and activity centres. There are 4 parts to this document. Part 1 establishes the purpose and application of this policy. Part 2 provides the primary controls that relate to R codings for a site. It also provides guidance for local governments that may wish to modify the controls in response to neighbourhood character and context. Part 3 sets out key considerations for siting apartments. This includes analysis and response to site context, interface with neighbours and the public domain, and measures to achieve quality open spaces and optimise residential amenity. Part 4 informs detailed design and assessment of apartment projects. It refers to building form, layout, functionality, landscape design, environmental performance and residential amenity. Parts 2, 3 and 4 are presented as a series of design elements. Each element includes a statement of intent that explains the intended outcomes and the benefits, and element objectives demonstrating what needs to be achieved. Together, these inform the assessment of your application for development approval. You will also find acceptable outcomes that are specific approaches that may assist you in meeting the element objectives. Parts 3 and 4 offer design guidance to help you generate alternative solutions to the acceptable outcomes that may also satisfy the element objectives. Regardless of where the solution comes from, it is up to the proponent to demonstrate that the element objective is achieved. Remember, this is a performance-based policy. Addressing the acceptable outcomes is likely to achieve the objectives, but they are not a deemed to comply pathway. Each proposal will be assessed as an overall solution. Apartment developments are complex proposals that benefit from early and systematic design consideration. In the appendices, there is guidance to help you develop an appropriate set of information for each stage. Engagement with design review is an important part of the operation of this policy, and this is especially critical while all stakeholders become accustomed to the new process. Design review should be a good sounding board for your ideas and choices. You are gaining access to significant expertise and experience, so take advantage of it and consider that support from design review panels will help you justify design choices. Since the release of the draft documents in October 2016, our practice has been approaching our work with these design principles at the forefront. The result has been better buildings, greater engagement and support from approving authorities, and happier residents. We believe that this is a good thing, and so do our clients. Design WA is a significant change to the planning system. The department will continue to help industry and professionals with the new policies. Visit the Design WA website for the latest information.